ever wonder who you really are? Not who you're supposed to be, not who you pretend to be in social situations in the world out there, but in quiet moments, in moments when you are absolutely and utterly alone, left to your thoughts and your own devices. Who are you? What's at your core? What drives you? What do you really need? I'm not talking about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I'm talking about what makes you get out of bed in the morning, what brings you to life every day, what helps you live your finest, what makes you glow. For me, it used to be pro wrestling. I was a pro wrestler for over 12 years, and near the end of my quote-unquote career, for the time being, I was actually successful at it. I had tryouts, and I was making money, and I was selling t-shirts with my thoughts on them for money. I was exchanging garments with fans for currency, and it was done happily, not begrudgingly, not because they had to. People willingly came up to me and exchanged currency that they worked hard for garments with my thoughts on them. It's still one of the greatest feelings of my life when I see someone buy something through my web store, or see someone get something off of my TeePublic where I put up my more artistic, colorful designs. People really actually want to wear garments with my thoughts on them. That's something that gets me out of bed in the morning. That's something that excites me, just like this birth of this brand new ASMR channel. That's given me life. That kicks me out of bed in the morning. That gets me going. Pro wrestling was that too, until I had a herniated disc in my spine that grew slowly worse over time because of decay and lack of care. Basically, the more it hurt, the less I used my back, to the point where I became almost crippled. Now I'm back at it and moving around and working hard to get back in shape, but the thought remains. Pro wrestling was my raison d'etre. It was my reason to get out of bed. I was successful at my dream for a period of time. I was living the high life, and I was just every day, though I was insecure at moments, though I was ashamed of my lack of ab muscles, though I wondered if I could be cooler, if I could do more, if I could be better, I was still succeeding in a visible way. That felt so special to me. It felt so important to me. That was my reason for being, but then I lost it. Point being, if you achieved every dream you had today, if someone came up and handed you a big check full of money, and not that the check could be full of money, but if someone handed you a big check and said you won $1 million, You can have anything you want. You never have to work again. Would that actually be good for you? Would that grow that person inside you that takes a deep breath the moment you're alone? That quiet being, that person inside you, would that help them? Would it help to have everything you've ever wanted all at once? Would your rise and grind attitude die an early death and be buried in a shallow grave in the moment when someone handed you $1 million? Or would there still be a reason to get out of bed in the morning? Would you still somehow find reason to be alive, to seek out new relationships, to find new ideologies, reasons to live? Even if you had everything you wanted, would that make you happy or would that kill you? Who are you in quiet moments, and what would that do to that person? I'm just curious. I have no big idea to shove down your throat or any preachy thing to throw at you. I literally just wonder. For me, I had everything I dreamed of for a bit, and it still wasn't enough. In the quiet moments, that's when my insecurities would start to eat at me and tell me I had to be better, that I could always grow, that there was something new to learn. Even though I was succeeding, there's always another level of success. Even if you're a millionaire, you can always try to become a billionaire. There's always levels. There's always something else to achieve. What kind of drive do you have in your heart of hearts? What makes you feel alive? What makes you feel happy? What fulfills you? Please comment down below if you feel like joining the discussion. Again, I have no big idea to throw at you, but I feel that even if you were given $1 million, you would still find a struggle. You would find a way to get out of bed in the morning. You would find something else to do with your soul wrapped in this flesh mech. I believe that even if you had all your bills paid off and you had all of the things you needed, Maslow's hierarchy, if you are fully cared for, I still feel that the soul inside you would find a struggle, it would find a war, it would find a hill to die on. I believe that because the world is full of injustice. Pain is everywhere you look, and everyone, absolutely everyone, needs an escape sometimes. And even if you've been unlocked from your cell and let go, there are so many others in need. Would you help them? Would you set someone else free? Would you give? Who we are inside when no one's watching is who we really are. Maybe. Just maybe. Until next time.